the brush off. Several years ago, I attended a workshop with the late Buddhist teacher, Michael Stone. And during that workshop, he had us brush ourselves off. At this point, I don't remember the context for this practice in his workshop, and I don't remember his verbal cues, but I do remember something about it really resonated with me. So I have brought that practice home and I use it regularly in my own context. So to sort of give you an idea of where the context comes for me, I'd like you to consider this time of year, for us it's autumn here, that things outside are getting covered sort of with a layer of dust, tree pollen, or fallen leaves. So think patio furniture, car windshields, that kind of thing. We generally clean those off so we can continue to use them. So that's the context I sort of use this practice, sort of a personal fall or spring cleaning idea. So the way I do it is I start at the top of my head and I just sort of brush myself off. And let's start with the forehead. I just generally just brush away the things that make my forehead furrowed in the first place. Over planning, obsessing about things, wondering why, overthinking. And then I can move on to my ears, where I just brush off the thoughtless comments, inconsiderate comments from people, whether it's directed at me or somebody else, just let it go. And then I brush off my jaw. The things that generally get my jaw clenched are when I'm frustrated, annoyed, or I'm in a conversation, I think I'm right and the other person is wrong. That also gets stuck in my jaw. So just sort of brushing that off. And then moving to my shoulders, brushing off the burden of the things that I carry, that I can't control. Just sort of giving them the brush off. And then down my arms, brushing off carrying myself and others. Maybe it's carrying a picket sign or a protest sign, the things that you carry with your arms. Right now, just brushing them off. So the idea here for me is not to just brush off things that need attention, deeper, serious issues, but maybe it's brushing off the surface dust, the things that we hold on to that we can let go to make space for the deeper issues at play. Maybe you can do this when you get home from work to let go of the day. Maybe before you get into bed. It's a way to just brush off the surface things, let them go so you can rest deeply. And then once you've given yourself the brush off, then you can rise up. You can connect authentically with others, make meaning in the world, and feel renewed and energized to fight injustice.